Kanzume Goddesses. This is going to be just a quick unboxing. I'm not going to explain how the game is played in great detail, or any demoing of it whatsoever. I'm just going to show the contents of the can and what to expect to see, and how naughty looking this game is. This is a card game my cousin introduced me to, and my first thoughts was, this is totally weeb material, because of the very lewd 2D grill girls that are in this. It's a deck building game, and it's a really good one. It's very fun, but I can't get over the images. This is one I recently just picked up, and what bothers me about it is the can actually came damaged. So I'm going to have to try to bump those out, but I really wish I wouldn't have to bump them out. I wish it just came as a can. If I recall correctly, this actually came shipped in a plastic box, a little see-through box that's supposed to be around it, but mine did not come with one. It is still sealed in plastic, so at least it has that. The story behind the card game is, I have no idea. I didn't really pay attention to the story, I just played the game. But it has something to do with Norse and Greek gods being pissy at each other. Before I open this, I'm going to take a look at the can. Front side, some chick. Forgot what her name was. This side's just some details. 45-minute long game. It can be that long. Long. Back side, some other chick. Forgot who that was again. This other side, some background to what the story of the game is. Interestingly, the words are in blue. Is duh, in, day, call, every, each, gather. I don't think it means anything. I just think that's how they wanted to write it. And the top, it's just a lid. Bottom, nothing at all. Plastic's off, so I'm going to go ahead and start opening it from the top, as that is the only part it opens. And the first thing is this little keychain thing. I'm not sure what it's called. Hangs on your keys or whatever you want. I think that's Libra. Might not be Libra. I don't recall the characters. It's been a while since I actually played the game. Next thing is the rulebook. A very needed item in any card game to know what the hell you're playing and how to play it. And the cards themselves, they look good. I'm glad they're not dented. I was concerned that with the way the can was dented on the sides, the cards would get affected. Just pull that out. Alright, front chick is Aries. That's a chick on the front. Back side is... what the fuck? I'm not sure what the Iron Cross is all about. That surprised me. I've never played this new. I've only seen it opened. I guess I'll just take a look. Okay. Iron Cross card is just some advertisement for another game. I thought it was going to be something with this game. That would have surprised me, but it's not. And the other card is some advertisement for another card game, another deck builder game. I'm going to go ahead and start showing off these cards so you can understand why I consider it an eye candy game. There are 5 of each one of these warrior cards. See, it's Aries, Taurus, the big bosoms. A lot of characters have huge bosoms in this. Gemini, very lewd. Cancer, Leo, which is like a half lolly. There actually is a lolly in this. Virgo, with huge tits. Oh yeah, it was Libra. Okay, that's who she was. With the glasses. Scorpio with the lewdness. And I'm not going to keep describing these. I'm just going to let you look at them because of how suggestive they are. By suggestive, I mean very attractive for 2D printed thing. And there's a witch for Lewis. Shoutouts. Mermaid. I thought it was kind of odd that there's a mermaid. Mermaids weren't exactly warriors. And then there's a siren too. Yeah. And Pandora. Fierce Star. Gonna grab the next stack warrior cards. Fierce Star. Valiant Star. Valiant Star. Yeah, Valiant Star, pronounced that right. Noble Star. Then there's the Disciples. There are tons of them since they're the backbone of the deck. There's these ones which give you defense. And then there's these ones which give you purchasing power, which are very lewd. And then the second one, purchasing power but smaller amount, just a color swap really. Still very lewd and very plentiful. Energy mats, which you use to determine your life, or how much energy you have left before you're knocked out of the game. And then there's the God cards. These are the cards you select who you want to play as to face off someone else. There's Odin, Thor, Valkyrie. I always played as Valkyrie because I thought she was pretty good. Loki, some lolly. Literally, it's a lolly. Another lolly. You got Zeus, which looks like some douchebag. Not that Zeus wasn't a douchebag. Poseidon, which is a chick and not a dude. Not that I have a problem with switching around, but it just seems odd to switch a character that's been known to be a male into a female, but whatever. Hades, Athena, Apollo, and Artemis. One thing that prompted me to pick up this pack is that it included the 4 promo cards. Now, not to be a diehard collector of it, but this game is out of print. It's no longer being made, and even the website for the company that made it has no reference to it at all. It's like they completely disregarded its existence. So finding a complete can closed with the promo cards, that's something I didn't want to pass by. Unfortunately, I saw the promo cards are going to be inside the can. They were not. They were shipped outside, which bothers me because they came a little damaged. That being said, the 4 promo cards that came out were other god cards you can play as, which was Sakati, the Norns, which I feel like it's the Fates, but I'm not sure what they call the Norns. I don't know much about either mythology of Greek or Norse. Ceres, and Mars. What I really want to know is why this game was cancelled. I recall hearing horror stories off, what is that donation site called? It's like Indiegogo and GoFundMe. Those Jumpstart, those Kickstarter, yeah. I remember hearing off Kickstarter that if you donated a certain amount of cash, you would get a set including several pins and buttons and all this stuff, but people end up getting not what they donated for, or in a different language instead of English or Japanese or what other weeb language they speak. As well as other missed shippings, as the cans would just disappear or come damaged, or the cards would just be very low quality. I've heard a lot of horror stories like that. I think the unpopularity from the Kickstarter might have affected the game, but at the same time, I don't think it did. I remember seeing these anime Boston being played by people, and there was even a tournament going on. I'm surprised it just disappeared off the face of the earth. One thing I wish they could have done was make the can a little bigger. I would love to put sleeves on these cards and have them all in the can, but I don't think they're going to fit in there in sleeves because it's already a tight fit, cards alone. So with sleeves, I might have to put them in a different box, but I don't want to have to put them in a different box. I want them all in just the freaking can. I do have to say though, this card game is a lot of fun, and if you can get your hands on a copy, I totally recommend snatching one, but because of how rare and obscure it's become, due to the publisher no longer producing them, it's going to be very tricky to get one.